All right, so we're walking up to Kelly's now and gonna get packed and ready for Bobby Mackey's. The 2-hour drive down there from Columbus should be fun. It's a pretty short trip. I think we're both pretty excited, but this is gonna be a little bit a different one. This is feeling a little bit more real to me. What is that?
This is all the stuff to cleanse.
She was supposed to cleanse our house 4 years ago.
Yeah.
With that.
But I knew in my heart of hearts I was saving this for a special occasion.
Close to downtown Cincinnati, heading to Bobby Mackey's from Columbus, Ohio, down 71 south. I have to say that this is a trip that I'm not looking forward to. Every other one I haven't worried too much about anything. Even the Buxton, staying the night somewhere, I wasn't worried. But after watching all the videos you sent me, I don't want to go.
I've always been interested in ghost shows, and this was one of the first ones I had seen. And like I said it before, it was the fact that they have a sign on the door. I mean, come on.
So we're gonna go to the bar as like a regular bar night. Just have drinks, relax. Don't worry about anything that's gone on there, right? Well, you'll look around. I guess Bobby Mackey's actually playing tonight at 10.
Yes.
So we're gonna enjoy that show.
We have never heard his music. I don't think.
Well, I heard it's country music, right?
Yeah, it is. I think it's like old honky tonk kind of.
It's a country honky tonk.
Honky tonk.
There's a mechanical bull. So there's tons of stuff to do while not looking for the ghastly things that happen there.
Right.
I actually know something about this place because of you. I know everybody probably knows the story already, but there is a pregnant woman named Johanna. She was killed while pregnant?
Yeah, she got pregnant and her father was upset and had her lover murdered.
Oh.
And so...
Killed the father?
Yeah, the baby.
Okay.
And so she turned poison. There's like a couple different stories, because one says that, she poisoned her father and then accidentally killed herself. Mm-hmm. And then there's others that say she poisoned her father and poisoned herself and died. Well, the one big thing about that is the well wasn't uncovered at first, and Carl claimed that he was told by something he couldn't see to go down and start digging in the basement, and that's how they found the well, is that Carl dug it up.
Because it was a bunch of different things before a bar, right?
Yes.
There's satanic rituals that have happened there.
Yes.
Probably anything or any like urban legend you can think of, I feel like has happened here. Right?
Well, yeah. And the one big thing, like, he tried to expand, and when he started the construction, everything that, like, there's a big crack that runs through it. And they said it was a fault line.
In rural Kentucky.
Right?
There's a fault line. How does that even happen then?
I don't know. That's another thing.
Is that where you can say that there's the opening to hell?
Yeah, right. Well, and there's some people that say that that's what stirred up all the activity. Like, it got worse after that. And everybody has a theory.
How does a fault line stir up activity?
I don't know. You broke the ground? I don't know. It even looks creepy.
We're here at Bobby Mackey's. We're setting everything up now in the daytime. Hopefully we don't get kicked out of the parking lot. But we're going to shoot some and see what it's like outside.
It is really hot out here.
All right, so we're outside of Bobby Mackey's during the day. It's like 2 o'clock. We decided to try our new toy, the K2. See if we can get any readings right now, if it only happens when the sun goes down. So we're gonna walk around a little bit, see if we can get anything. Problem is too, I don't know where anything is, so I don't know if we're close to the well,
Right.
or what else is there? I guess the well is the big thing. Nothing yet. So after walking around the building with the K2, nothing registered, nothing picked up. It just stayed on that first screen. Maybe that'll change tonight. Who knows?
It's very bold looking and creepy. So you definitely, even if you didn't know what it was, would drive by and think, I bet that place is haunted. This is gonna be cool. Whether or not we find anything, it doesn't matter. It's just awesome that we're doing this. And I look forward to the rest of the day and for tomorrow. So we finally made it, and it's like the drive-in. Everyone's coming in at once looking for a parking spot.
Yes, it is.
Hold on. Okay.
This is amazing, and it looks like they're giving a tour right now to my right. You know, then you have the locals that just drive by. But yeah, we are so excited. We're finally here, so we're gonna go inside, check it out, see what it's all about.
Say it's true. Some of us have smelled your rose perfume. Johanna, are you really here? Looking for your love after all these years. Johanna, are you really here? Has your lover returned after all these years? Has your lover returned after all these years?
If you watched Carl Lawson's exorcism, it was in here.
I thought it was in the kitchen.
Well, there was a kitchen behind here,
Oh, okay.
and so if you watched it, it would look bigger because
Yeah.
it went farther into the parking lot. But the kitchen caught fire, so they tear that part
Okay,
down.
okay.
Yeah, they brought slaves into the area to clear the land. Now there's talk of, was this an Indian
Right.
area, Indian burial ground? We don't know for sure. We haven't been able to find evidence for
Oh,
sure
really?
on that. Then it became the Hard Rock Cafe. Nothing to do with what we know today. Not the same. But it was nicknamed the Bloody Bucket. And the reason was because it was a biker bar, and they got into fights, so they'd have to mop up blood off the floor, so that's kind of how it got its nickname. And Carl worked here during the Bloody Bucket days. And it was finally shut down in January of 1978 because within 2 months' time they had 2 nagging deaths. And the city of Wilder's like, yeah, you're a public nuisance, and shut up. And then that was to Bobby's, advantage, I guess.
Right.
Because in April of '78 is when he first came and looked at the place. He had always gone past here as a young guy and imagined what it was like during the Latin Quarter days. And he just was always drawn
Okay, so
to
he
it.
was familiar with the.
Yeah, he
Okay.
hadn't been in here, but he was just kind of drawn to the place.
Yeah.
A friend told him that it was available. He was at a point in his career where it was either go to Nashville or start his own club. And since his family's here, that made more sense to stay here. Carl, who lived just down the street, came and was like, hey, I used to work here. If you need any help, let me know. And so Bobby hired him because he was maintenance handyman. And so they started getting the club ready. Well, Carl started telling him about things that he had experienced here. Bobby didn't want to hear anything about it. He's like sworn to secrecy because he figured people would not come to his club if they thought it was haunted. And I know we think that is funny now.
Right.
So as you know, this is the bull room for obvious reasons. It used to be the gambling room. So they would have tables and machines around the edge. Now back in that corner is what we call the creepy corner. Some people get nauseous. Some people have said they've gotten scratched. The EMS are really high in the back corner.
Yeah, this you feel a little off balance.
Really?
Yeah, go stand back there. No, it was almost like you could just when you walked back there, you just felt a shift in. Did you feel anything?
I don't know. No.
No.
I feel like that, like it got cold for a second, but like now it's not.
We aren't for sure exactly what was going on up there. It could have been high stakes gambling. It could have been prostitution. So that was a bingo board. So it'd be kind of like Vanna White. They called the number, they'd open up the thing.
Nice.
So I'm not sure why the numbers are backwards. But they line up with what's inside, so I'm not sure.
Oh.
So that was Carl's workshop.
Right here?
There. But these next 4 doors were the dressing rooms. There's stories that come over time and we don't know which parts are true. Carl says he found her journal in the well, but he was the only one that saw it because he burned it in a fit of rage. He said, so just quickly, she was a dancer here, that her father ran the club, owned the club, what have you, and that she fell in love with another performer named Robert Randall. Bobby's full name is Robert Randall Mackey, so people believe that she thinks that Bobby is her lover come back for her. She was pregnant, they were going to run off to Chicago, and the father finds out about it, kills the boyfriend, and that she's so distraught that she's going to poison her father and herself.
We are entering the threshold to hell.
Very off balance down here.
So this is the well room, for obvious reasons. This would be the well. It was filled in.
Oh, was it?
I'm sure at some point it was filled into the top, but over time and with the railroad, it's settled down. Now, so the tunnels that I was talking about, like when the distillery was built, they got permission to have 3 tunnels built underneath the railroad tracks and out to the Licking River. Somewhere on this property, but it's blocked off at a certain point. And at certain points, you're wading through disgusting water.
muck.
You're spelunking, basically. So it's not really a nice place to go. Well, Bobby and Carl were down here one day and he saw divots in the floor and he asked Carl what was up with that. And he's like, I don't know. Well, he did know because he was taking a pickaxe to it. And he eventually broke through the floor and found the well. Like he said he found Johanna's journal. Of course, people say those are the stairs to nowhere. Well, they had a purpose.
Yeah.
So, what's currently the men's bathroom was an office. And so during the Latin Quarter days, probably during the Primrose days as well, if they're at the end of that hall, there's a trap door.
Oh, nice.
So if they were raided, they could escape down through the trap door and come down here and escape.
Oh, well, that's really cool.
So it did have a purpose. So
Right.
they're not there just to be there. And this is what we call the jail cell. Now, it used to have a big door on it with big locks.
That's some thick brick.
Yeah.
Wow.
So maybe during that time it could have been dry or cool storage. Not really sure. But we believe, at least during the Latin Quarter days, that they would throw people down these stairs and put them in here. Either they were caught cheating or they owed a debt or something else. And they put them in there until they could deal with them later.
Wow.
So people have sat in there and they've said it, some people have gotten scratched, some people have said that they felt like something's touching them, like something's touching their hair, or almost like you have a spider web over your face. Does anybody want to come down here and talk to us? Does anybody want to come in here and talk to us? Can you tell us how many people are in this room? Did you say 8? Did you say 8? Are you over there touching Kelly?
I felt like somebody was near me, and then I don't know if it was just like I keep feeling like something is like, you know, like just slightly touching the side of my legs. Our experience was amazing. If you know anything about my brother and I, like we really like the old time like bars. You just find the hole in the wall and you walk in and everyone's friendly, but you're a little nervous because you don't really know how they're gonna react. And so we hung out and I talked to Bobby Mackey, you know, and some of the locals who are regulars in there. I did get locked in the bathroom, which come to find out that was apparently like an experience that people have had that I didn't know anything about. I cut my finger trying to get out of the bathroom stall.
Like I said at the top of the video, this was one I did not want to go to. Kelly freaked me out pretty bad with something that could possibly happen here. The place seemed to have a lot of history, and if all the stories are true about Johanna, well, just Johanna really in general, just because she seemed to be the only one that had any credence just because of the journal that was found, and there is actual proof that she was there, and we saw the dressing rooms that the entertainers got, you know, changed in.
It really, like you watch all the shows and you're expecting, you know, something to leap out at you or scratch you or whisper in your ear, and the place really didn't give that vibe. It was comfortable. It wasn't, there was no tension in the air.
We found out the lady that got her head cut off, that wasn't true. A lot of things were not true that happened, like stories that have come about the bar.
There's a part of me that was like a little disappointed because I really thought, you know, after all of the videos that we watched on this place, that something would have happened, especially to my brother, so he would become, you know, some sort of a believer and come over, you know, to my side.
A lot of things that can happen in one place is actually, it's weird how many coincidences can happen. And that's kind of how I think the lore got started, or any lore, is that it just piggybacked on each other. And so many things have happened in here that, you know, why not? Why wouldn't it be haunted?
Nothing like that happened. There was just a few times that maybe I felt a little off kilter, and I did have something that was brushing against my legs, which I thought was like bugs.
The portal to hell was kind of cool to see, but it's just a hole in the ground.
Overall, it was a great experience. I recommend it to anybody. We would like to go back. Just maybe not so much as to make this sort of video, but maybe just go back and hang out and see what we capture and, just have a good time.